Hi, I am Dr. Eurydice Moore, and I am back with you to share some more information from my book, which is entitled Resource Development Going to the Next Level. Sorry, I can't make it straight because my screen disappeared. Um, and this book was published in 2016, and it got a lot of great information in there. The purpose of this book was, once you get that 501c3, now you need funding into your nonprofit. So, and I discover in hindsight and looking back that this book can also be used by for-profit. There's a lot of for-profit tips in it as well. So we're gonna move forward. I've been doing so many videos because I want to get this information out and as well as be a content creator. I'm Dr. Eurydice Moore of Eurydice. We are a consulting firm. I am a 501c3 nonprofit uh, specialist, grant writing, recently launched into government contracting, urban educator. I have a degree in urban education. Would you believe that? A master's. Oh, I chuckle because that's a long story behind that one. How God supernaturally gave me a job with the school system. I would be the first lab technician that they hired with no degree in education. No education wasn't even an elective, no coursework in education. That is a very long story. So, oh Lord, like I'm disappearing. That's a very long story, but I'm giving you the critique version. So, I would get into the system, you know, but I didn't have a degree in education. But the last year, in 93, 94, I left the education Institute, Chicago Public School in 1994. And then 1995, in 1994, I would acquire a master's in urban education from Concordia University. And then the next year, I wouldn't have a job. Now, I taught in the school system since 1985, all those years without a teacher. And I would later find out that the degree in education is pretty much what I do now. That it was for now, not for then. So a lot of time God take you through a lot of preparation for your next. So I'm thinking I'm getting a degree in education so I can continue working in education. And I look up the next year they had a massive layoff. And then God put me in business. And I started working with nonprofits. And I started hosting community training, like the free online grant application workshop and the small business workshop. And I'm pretty much dealing with the urban. So the master's degree that I acquired the year before I was laid off is really for what I do now. So I'm just amazed at what God do. So I'm going to, we help people get their 501c3. We help people set up nonprofit. We help people position themselves to be eligible to apply for grants. I do give a free 15-minute consultation. Matter of fact, those consultations take place on Thursdays and Fridays. And I tell you, since I opened that up, every week I have someone. And the purpose of the consultation is you could talk to me about your idea or project, your dream, your vision, your hope, your wishes. And I will let you know two things. Is it feasible, fundable, feasible, fundable, feasible, fundable? What do that mean? That means, is it probable? Is it possible what it is that you want to do? Or will you be wasting your time? I have ran into people that are innovators. I let people know what is being done traditionally in their industry of interest, and I also let people. I come across innovators, trailblazers. The innovators pretty much want to take what's already out there and they just want to take it to another level. Just take it to another level. Best example of innovation is the manual typewriter. The manual typewriter have gone through revolutions. Okay, that sucker, you had to press really, really hard on the keys to type anything. Okay, and then the electric typewriter came out. You had to do the opposite. You had to type very light because if you press too hard, then it zoom. And now the keyboard that was the keys that was on the manual typewriter and the keys that is on the electric typewriter. Uh, Next thing we know, we have the computers. Where at one time computer took up a whole room and they were able to shrink it and call it a PC, personal computer or desktop computer. And it had keys which reflect the keyboard from the manual typewriter. So really the computer is really a glorified typewriter. That's all. So that's innovation. Taking something that's already there and taking it to another level. And then we got the laptop, we got the tablet, and we still see those same keys that evolved from the manual typewriter. So that's what I mean by innovation. I have come across innovators. I have also come across trailblazers. Trailblazers are those that they are very creative. They want to bring something to the market that these are the folks that want to bring stuff that never been done. Okay, example like the Wright brothers. Okay, they've been credited with inventing the airplane. Okay, the two brothers watching the birds fly in the air, and they like, we want to get up there, we want to fly too. But according to some hearsay, I don't know if it's factual. I haven't researched, but I'm gonna throw it out here. It has been claimed that millions of years ago that the Egyptian, that some archaeologists had found a tomb and they went in there and they found a scaled version of an airplane. I don't know if that's true or not, but right now the Wright brothers have been credited with inventing the airplane. So that would be trailblazing. Okay. So, and then we could look at Henry Ford. We know the mean of transportation in the Western world have been horses, wagons, horse wagon, mules, walking, the footmobile. And then, here we have the creation of the automobile. Uh, and the automobile is equivalent to so many horsepower. Like you drive an automobile that's equivalent to 20 horses. So that'd be 20 horsepower. They don't even use that term anymore about horsepower. So, anyway, I meet with people and I kind of see if they are traditional in what they want to do, um, innovators or trailblazers. And I ran across a lady a couple of years ago that wanted to operate a pantry. And I have never heard of that. And she was referred to me by one of my business associates, Miss Boone. And she wanted to do a distribution of women feminine products, sanitary napkin, tampons, because especially among the homeless women, because she found that a lot of them didn't have those products. So now here's a trailblazing idea. So the purpose of the consultation, which is free, the first 15 minutes. If you want to go longer, then that's 175. But usually I could tell you, I could discern whether you're doing something traditional, uh, a trailblazer, or an innovator, or you're a pioneer of an idea. And I can let you know if it's probable, feasible. And then I'll let you know if there's funding out there or if you're going to have to create funding. If you are a trailblazer or a pioneer, then you're going to have to create your funding. There's various platforms, especially crowdfunding, where you can raise funds for your idea, your project. So that's pretty much what I do, and I do work with for profit, but our specialty is non for profits. And I'm an author of 16 books, and I will be reading and sharing from one of these books. So uh, please like, share, comment, reach out to me, my contact information. It would be best for you to text me and opposed to call because I'm getting all these robocalls, Medicare. I'm getting all these people want to sell stuff, and it's really annoying and irritating. But I guess everybody out here trying to make a dollar. You know, we know that the 1% got most of the wealth, and then the other 99%, we all fighting for what's left. But anyway, today I'm going to talk about the CRA officer. I don't remember what the abbreviation. It might mean community resource. I don't know what the assistant maybe, but you could Google what is a CRA officer in a bank. Now, you as a nonprofit, banks at one time, I do know things change, but at one time, and you can find out, um, you have personal bank accounts, okay? And it would be great if you set up a bank account for the nonprofit. And the name of the nonprofit would be a business account. It would be good for you to meet with a bank officer. And you really want to reach out to what is called the CRA officer. This person is responsible for issuing donation. Bank have set aside money to issue funds. So check with your branch. I hope they didn't, but it don't hurt to ask. But I know one time, it's really big. I operated a nonprofit and I met with a CIA officer and the bank. I think it's now PNC, but it was named something else. Issue a check for a conference that I had wanted to do, and I did, and they issued a check that went towards the conference expense. So you want to check the CRA officer. Okay, I'm gonna do some reading here. Uh, Another resource is once you have the NFP, non-for-profit startup, with all the non-for-profit document and a bank account. When you go to a bank, you need to go there with your EIN number for the nonprofit and the 501c3. Uh, okay, in order to set up a business account for the nonprofit, why not ask your bank for funding? Some family have been banking with a certain bank for many years. Why not ask that bank to contribute towards your non-for-profit? Seek out the personal banker, the CRA officer, or a vice president of the bank to request a donation, reminding them how long you and your family have been banking with them. You will reach out to them with a letter of intent, which is covered and the third part of this book, which is entitled Resource Development Going to the Next Level. Okay. You make an appointment and you go in with this letter. Oh, like I'm fading here. I don't know. Maybe I moved too much. Uh, Let me see. So you want to seek funding for your bank first. Okay, I'm back. You want to seek funding for your bank first, then reach out to other banks. But start with your bank that you have a personal account. It's good for you to have a separate account for the nonprofit. You do not want to commingle money. You want the nonprofit to have its own bank. Let's say. Then move on to local banks that are around your non-for-profit. Then broaden your reach to others. Let everybody know who has contributed to your non-for-profit, and they will be more than happy to contribute as well. Also attain a list of businesses around the non-for-profit and request donations from them as well. In some cases, you will be referred to their corporate offices. Some will only give in-kind donations, other monetary donations, and I already did a video explaining what is in-kind donation and monetary donation. And then you will have those that give both in-kind and monetary. Now, whenever you get any type of contribution, issue a thank you card. You can even do electronic thank you card. If donations are $250 or more, that donation is tax exempt. Uh, but in order for it to be tax exempt, you got to have that 501c3, which allow you to issue contribution letters. Uh, for more detail, contact the Internal Revenue Service. And if you want to inquire about non-monetary donation items, go to irs.gov, irs.gov. Okay, we're going to stop here and then I'm going to do another video. My next upcoming video is listen out for the closings of schools and businesses. We are looking at other resources. Okay, and this video we were covering what is called the CRA officer, but you can also reach out to bank officers as well as the vice president. Huge bank, large bank, established bank pretty much have the CRA officer. Your community bank, your smaller bank, more than likely you have to reach out to the vice president. And why are you reaching out? You're reaching out to see if they got funds at their branch that been set aside that you can request support from that local branch. So this is Dr. Riddick Moore signing off. My contact information is on screen. Like, share, hit that notification button so you can be informed of the next video. God bless. Godspeed.